Here's a short, very easy ukulele piece called Calypso from 101 Easy Ukulele Solos. My first piece of advice on playing Calypso would be not to let the ties freak you out or scare you. There's a whole lot of them, and they're there to show you where the regular beat pattern would be. And the reason I kind of say the word regular like I'm not so sure about it is most of this piece doesn't use the regular pattern of stressed and weak beats. It's in what's called a syncopated rhythm. And because it's in a syncopated rhythm, when you write down the regular beat pattern, it looks really complicated because it doesn't really fit. Here's another way to write the first measure. It would look like this. And as you can see, that's a lot simpler. Why did I use the other form of notation? It's the industry standard and the publisher wanted it. Tip number 2 is to learn the first measure real well because it's about 30% of the piece. In other words, it's repeated a lot. There's also a variation of it that goes like this and leads into the ending, which is a whole lot like measure 1. So once you've learned measure 1, you've learned most of that also. One other thing you need to learn to do to play Calypso is to pluck with both your fingers and your thumb. A lot of beginners pluck everything with the thumb. That's not going to work in the very first notes of Calypso because you need to pluck two strings that aren't next to each other. So what you can do is to pluck up with your finger and down with your thumb in kind of a pinching motion. And that takes care of that. Some other parts are possible all with your thumb, but boy, your thumb's going to be bouncing around a lot. You're better off learning to pluck the bottom two strings with your index finger and the top two with your thumb. And if you watch me play this little part of Calypso, you're going to see I use both techniques. Tip number 4 for Calypso is to strum with either your fingers or your thumb. In other words, don't worry about it. Do whichever one you like best. You'll see some players who like to strum with the index finger, like this. And some players who like to strum with the thumb, like this. And if you're worried about the ukulele police, A, they're not out there. B, if they were, they wouldn't give you a ticket for either way. You get a little different sound with both of them, but I kind of alternate between both of them almost as whim takes me. So I can't even remember on the video which I did. You could go, or you could go, or you could do one time and another one the other time for a variety. None of them are wrong. Do it either way. Hi, this is Bill Hearn again. If you liked the ukulele pieces you heard on this video, there's about 100 more in my uke book published by Mel Bay, plus more pieces available separately on Sheet Music Plus, a collection I'm adding to all the time. Also, check out my other uke videos on YouTube and my novel Maria's Child, available through Amazon Books. Thanks for listening.